Oaks trying to win for the very first time.
And maybe an omen on his final fill ball. Aulby left a solid 9. A player always loves to see a bad break like that in practice.
Bill Oaks averaging .244 this evening. And throwing that thing pretty much the same in the title match as he did in the last 3 games.
You know, it's interesting. Every one of these guys has made him finish on the right lane. And he's got 16 strikes on that lane so far. And could throw 7 more this game.
If it was me, I'd make him finish on like lane 7 or 8. Methodical player, Mike Aulby. Is he effective? Not in the least, Mr. Durbin.
You know, interesting. He was talking about not trying to hit the ball, just kind of let it come off the hand easy and stroke it and let the ball just carry down. The guys were saying that his ball was rolling out at 30 feet this week, and he just never missed the pocket. Wants to get out quick to an early 10-pin.
Plenty of room. And a beautiful shot. How about this for the dream block? 258, 245, 258, 279, 300, 237.
And watch him as he swings it out to the channel. At about 40 feet, it's on 1 or 2 and comes back. We see it's at 3.5 at 45 feet and made it back to board 17. And then said something coming back. I don't know what he said. Only 17.1 miles per hour.
I mean, that's like a cross-country trek. Oh! And the first bad pocket break of the night for Bill Oaks, a solid 8-pin.
What Aulby had said was that somebody snapped a camera right when he let the ball go.
Didn't flinch, threw the strike, and they had enough presence of mind to remind the photographers that you're not allowed to do that. That's experience.
Plus, you know, Aulby leaving that solid 9 in practice. Oaks leaving it on a strike when he could keep pace. You know, that has just let the air out of the balloon a little bit. Because he's knowing that Aulby may not stop striking.
This man has fought tooth and nail since the opening shot. Came from behind against Forkel. Came from behind against Westlake. Stays with it, told it to hold up, and again through the nose this time. A huge break.
But see the letdown on that, Denny. I mean, he didn't strike on the right lane, and so he lost concentration on this shot. He's thinking about the 8-pin still. His mind really wasn't full attention on this shot. He gets the good break, leaves only the 6-10.
Cross lane, plenty of speed, and a spare in the third for Bill Oaks. Haven't seen much of that tonight. Back-to-back spares out of that young man.
Well, he's bowling a guy that's made over $1,200,000 in 119. You know, look at that record on TV. I'll tell you what, that's in 61 appearances. This is his 62nd right now.
Astonishing winning percentage in the championship round. Aulby again says he's got problems with a still photographer, and yet he has 3 consecutive strikes.
He said same thing. Sure not bothering him any. I'll tell you what, he just keeps throwing strikes.
Trouble is, he'll get to the line, wait for the click this time, and it won't happen.
Well, he hopes it doesn't happen. I mean, although it's definitely in his mind. See if he's out there saying, well, I'm still trying to have fun.
Interesting thing is he's a still photographer himself. He loves it. No click, but a strike nevertheless for Aulby, who is fighting all the way to the bank.
Wow, I'll tell you what. The only thing that might stop him is a solid 9.
Tonight on ESPN Classic at 8.
Tank is no longer full.
He can recharge it so somewhat then if he can double here. I mean, actually, he has to strike here. I think it's the head pin that gets the 9. The ball finishes so hard, the ball chops the 5 off the 9, and the head pin does come out and gets a little clip on the 9 pin.
Head pin has been a busy customer for Mr. Oaks tonight.
It has.
To cut the lead to 22. And to get back in touch with Mike Aulby.
Has to hurry. Oh, his worst shot of the night. And he's lost touch. If he doesn't make the spare, this match is almost over in the 5th. Just didn't get out of it correctly. Sent it wide. It didn't come back. First time all night that it hasn't. He knew he was in trouble.
Can't cover up the washout, and for Bill Oaks, what just a couple of minutes ago was a dreamlike performance, now is back to reality.
And it's so disappointing. You know, you both so well, and a solid 8 was a key shot.
But this tonight is a performance that he can build on confidence-wise. Aulby out at the 1 board. Back in for 5 in a row, and he's just liable to treat us all to something special tonight.
And we see, you know, the 6 players ahead of him that have won 20 or more titles. Marshall Holman, the last one to go into that group, all of them Hall of Famers.
An impressive list.
The only reason Aulby is not a Hall of Famer is he's not 35. That's
right.
Got to be 35 to be eligible.
He's 32, and
3 more years he'll be voted right in.
you and I were talking to him, and he's talking about being one of the veterans. What's that make us? At least you. 6 in a row for Mike Aulby, an explanation point.
And the only question left in this game is, will he shoot 300?
He's explaining to everyone that he is the man. Bill Oaks mounted a terrific effort tonight, but he's run into somebody that just has a terrific shot. Fans are enjoying this one, though, aren't they?
They haven't given up. Come on, Bill.
That's right. Come on, horse. You can do it down the stretch. Well, I made a comment. I said, this is a performance he can build on, but you still have to win.
I think so, yeah. Kurt Rose, the vice president of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America.
And, of course, the Wisconsin bowling proprietors are the ones that are really responsible for this tournament in Green Bay. How about a trip of the 2 pin? Body English won't get the job done, and Bill Oaks is thinking about 2nd place.
Well, realistically, when he didn't strike in the 5th frame, when he left the solid 8 pin, he was almost locked out at that point. The way Aulby is going.
I still can't believe that one stat about Aulby when he had the huge block. He struck on 35 of 37 shots, had 20 in a row at one stage.
You got to realize that's crossing lanes too, Dan. That's a different pair every time. I mean, and you think about averaging 240 for a tournament. That's a 6-bagger a game for 42 games.
He's already got 6, and now he's got 7. Another word back to Chuck Pisano and John Campos concerning the still photographer, and still he continues to strike. See, the viewers at home, what you don't realize is it is dead silent here when these players are throwing these shots. So any
Yeah, we have
click of the camera,
we have a
you can
curtain setting up for still photographers to be behind to take shots, but they're supposed to wait until the guy lets go of the ball before they click the camera.
Aulby with 8. Fist thrust into the air, and hey, it was only about 6 weeks ago that Mr. Stuck shot 300 on ESPN. We're liable to see another perfecto.
I'll tell you what, Aulby has definitely got it in mind. I mean, look at this reaction. You thought he got the 12th one on this, so it's only 8.
Either that or he was selling Toyotas. Did you see that jump? Vertical leap that time for Aulby.
And right now, Bill Oaks is just trying to get out of the way.
You're not kidding. A great performance by Oaks, but now it's time for Aulby to maybe shoot 300 and win his 20th title. What a night that would be. Down by 84. What a tough game for Bill. Oh, now it's 85. All right. Boy, Billy just really bowled tremendous tonight. And what do you do with a guy that opens with 8 in a row?
You got to start answering. I mean, I'll tell you, the solid 8, I think, just stopped it all right then and there. Oh, now he leaves the 4-9.
A wry smile by Billy Oakes, who says, hey, I got beat by the better player here in the title game. Aulby looking away, trying to focus, trying to get the blood pressure and the heart rate down. And this guy is as good as anybody that's ever played the game in that capacity.
Well, plus we got people running back and forth behind the screen to tell people, don't snap that camera right now. You know, Aulby's had 2 this week already, Dan, and we've had 7 this week.
He averaged 269 on this pair of lanes as you look back at all the 300 games this week. So he's right now right on average.
Oh! Danny, you want to talk about it, or should I?
Keep in mind, the good folks at Brunswick are offering $50,000 for a 300 game with that bowling ball, and 10 more from the PBA would be a $60,000 game.
And the reason it's not worth more is because Mike is not wearing a Brunswick shirt.
Yep.
So.
And you tack on the 18 for first place, and we're up at 78.
Big frame.
Nice round figure. He likes it.
Oh! Oh!
Now settle down, Mr. Durbin, as Bill Oakes can do nothing now but cheer Aulby on.
Well, everybody's cheering Aulby on at this point in time. The crowd, he wants a re-rack on the left lane.
All right, is that because the pins are not on spot, or does he want a little breather?
I don't think he wants a breather. I think Mike is so calm and collected that he's just ready to throw the shot. You look at him, he is poised, he's ready. All we can do is watch.
Oh, no! Gave it plenty of room, Mike Durbin.
Gave it the room without the good lift. Oh, boy. 10 in a row, 289.
Oh.
Well, he did better than his average.
That's right. He's averaging better than 270. He's liable to move to Green Bay and just stay right on this pair of lanes. What a game. 20 career titles, and it was this close to a 300.
He just never had a chance. The 1 pin has to hit the 3, and it just barely clipped it. But if that 3 pin would have fallen back and hit that other pin, it might have knocked over the 9.
Well, he got the break on the light hit in the 10th frame, but he couldn't cave him in the 11th.
I thought when he got that he was going to come back and that would juice him up and he would make a great shot the next one, but he didn't.
That was the only marginal shot after the first 9. Bill Oakes finishes second, and we'll be back to wrap things up from Red Carpet Lanes because Aulby already has wrapped up his 20th career title.